kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Nicholson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arizona's offense will go to work first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Ortiz. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Perkins. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Arizona comes out with another first down. They'll run it. It's Ortiz. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perkins. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the goal line. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's DeMarco. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Wildcats! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pocket breaking down. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They run the reverse. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Ortiz. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's DeMarco. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Grabs it in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Handoff from the gun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a month. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Gets it out quickly. Can't get him to the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's DeMarco. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give them the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll try to answer that. Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got him. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Nicholson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Bringing the heat. Open space of the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Makes his man miss. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 2nd down, read option to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.